And when we're going to look at that map, we're going to see how it ties in here. This is the Pennsylvania Railroad System in Dinsmore, PA, the property to be sold to the Bertha Consumers Company. And this was November 15th, 1923. Now that's the layout, the blueprints for the railroad station. I honestly can't figure it out in my mind. It looks like it's on the other side of the road, which looks like to me it drops off like crazy down a big slope, but I can't make up my mind. The arrow pointing north, I can see, I think I can halfway make it. I guess the whole point is I am standing at Dinsmore, Pennsylvania, for what it's worth. I've been here. Okay, I've studied the map enough that I'm pretty sure. I came in from Burkettstown on Francis Mine State Road. I arrived at Dinsmore, I went up around the turn, and there's Bertha. And you can see all that on the map. And I've studied those lines and the creek and the bridges, and I'm convinced that this is Dinsmore, PA. Here's the intersection where I'm at right now, right there. And there's the crossing up, takes you up and around the turn to Bertha. And the station had to be right over there, right up there across the road there, about where those white signs are posted. So there we have it, Dinsmore, Pennsylvania. The road back to Burkettstown, Francis Mine State Road. Dinsmore Road up around the turn is Bertha. According to that 1923 map I have, there was 3 tracks here, number 1, number 2, and number 4. Across that Dinsmore Road it went to Columbus, and down that direction it went to Pittsburgh. Up and across the tracks. But around that sharp turn and goes up in there and meets that Bertha Road. Right up to Bertha. This must be where the mayor of Dinsmore lives, because it's the only house here. I don't know what that garage building is. This is the other end of Dinsmore Road. So I drove the whole length of it. This end is a little bit nicer looking. And off there over the hill, as you can see, there's mining going on. That's probably what that railroad carried, predominantly mining product. So here's where I just came from that takes you back to Dinsmore, PA. This is just typical Washington County little back hills farms. Here's a brand new home going up over here, just off Dinsmore Road. So it was worth coming and look at. Okay, I'm back in Burkettstown, and this is that same railroad bed that I was on back in Dinsmore. It goes right into downtown to Burkettstown. And it goes across this road, and there's the railroad bed. It goes on out, leads on out to Dinsmore. Now, this road, from this point on, is at Francis Mine. It's the Francis Mine State Road that takes you on out, runs parallel to this railroad bed and takes you on out to Dinsmore. And from this side of this railroad bed, heading back into downtown Burkettstown, is Dinsmore Avenue. There's no steep street signs at all, but I was told, I saw a sign on somebody's house, and then I asked the lady, and here's an avenue, or a business called Dinsmore Avenue Farm and Garden. So this is Dinsmore Avenue in Burkettstown, PA. They're growers of hardy evergreens, shrubs, and trees. It doesn't look like one of the garden centers that I inspect down in Region 5 around Altoona. Doesn't even look like it's in business anymore. Here's the house that says 33 Dinsmore Avenue. So that's the end of the Dinsmore. One last thing about Dinsmore, PA. There apparently was a post office there way back a long time ago, because here is an envelope I have with a postmark from Dinsmore, Pennsylvania, dated 1888, with a 2-cent stamp on it. So where we just saw at one time had a small population lived there, and big enough for a post office in that point in time. So that's the way it was in Dinsmore, PA past. 2002 Huntington County Fair. Actually, looks like chicken wire in there, which of course it isn't. What?
Hey, look at that. They're going to get a smile girl on Cancer White.
She don't want to take it until she gets
Had fun. On that.
Could we have a light middleweight mark?
This one's pooped out in the heat, huh?
So hold on a second.
There's 4 goats and purebred Dorset sheep. He's been in and around the sheep business for more than 40 years. Currently he has a lamb.
That was needed.
Oh, good. There's all the cows.
We're getting a little more finish on these lambs, and you're seeing.
feel it, or is it
Yeah.
just kind of kissing you?
No, I feel it. He chews his way out too. He just went out.
What's its name?
Max.
Max. Because he puts his head up against the cage.
Yep.
It's a tiny rabbit, huh? Max and Lizzie could play with that. The famous Pittman, Cap Road. Yeah, people, ladies would actually make a lot of clothes out of those. Those are pretty, aren't they? Remember Nobby, Sue?
I was doing from out with one that was called the Suburbanite.
The Suburbanite Nobby.
For a tire. No, it was a tire. There was a lot of plugs along the outside. They didn't work.
I remember my dad used to put on Nobbies.
Yeah.
Nice one. (1860) Civil Wagon ammunition, or Civil War ammunition wagon, pulled by 6 mules.
Why don't trade your hats? They don't want to trade. The guy don't.
Taking a nap over there. Some of these honey. Those were the good old days, huh? What are you looking for?
There it is right there. I have the plank, but I wanted a cord to keep the new quarters in.
I'm sure we can find
There's
you
a
one of
couple down
those.
there. To put one in your shirt. But he's trying to find one for each county in the state of Pennsylvania. I told him I don't remember seeing them, but that's what they are right there. They're metal.
Tell him to go on eBay. I bet you can find one on eBay.
What is it, Susie?
Upper floor of Cedar Sloan Weiser.
That too.
New color. Our shoes.
Okay.
Retraction. Ice.
Oh.
Like 2 here and 2 there. And
So like putting
stuff
studs
on
in your
there.
tires.
Someone can't nip.
No, that's not
clean.
what it is. It's not. Juice heart.
There's a hat for Jerry Barker.
Over here.
I mean, it must have been a simple process, but raw running. How's that go? Raw running boards and rumble seats. They were a good old day.
Did you ever ride one of these?
My dad used to hit the gas station. I think he gives them all here to the gas station in the back of
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, them there.
Doesn't look like you have a long leg room.
Especially for tall guys.
But you had to step up here, then you had to step
Step there
down in there, and that's
and here.
it has like T on the top of this thing. Probably a 4-cylinder straight.
Look at that smoothie.
Well,
Ready for the rides? Mike, ready for the rides?
very right.
That's the hay loader, right? And the thrashing machine should be. So this is a newer version of the hay tedder.
Yeah, but
Let's add progress to the motto.
Usually it goes the other way. It's justified that Jennifer bought that.
Again, case one.
You got Snorkel.
Yuck.
What are those, Susie?
She told me they're Scottish also.
Are
They
they?
don't get horns, either the males or the females.
Ah. I think they're the U.S. belted Galloways, Susie. Or just the belted Galloways, not U.S.
You're right, that's what they are.
no, troublemaker.
Herb, that's right on their eyes. What? Right on.
The new horse barn.
I want to go. Oh, you take the left.
My dad said he used to, when he was a kid, he was the one that had to turn the handle to produce the power to shear the sheep. The handle was actually on this side. It's missing on this unit right here. seen a lot of small round bales. I think it was an idea that didn't pan out so good. Wooden pump. '64 and Minnie Pearl was at the fair. Bird racers.
Chucky tells me I'm growing some on top. Is it true?
One?
That's too many. That's too many. I'm not used to that.
Hey, I gotta tell you about Rich.
That.
Look at that.
Look at that.
No, the
Yeah.
puppy won't come.
I'll hold her. I'll get her.
You know what? We don't have any candles.
Aw.
We never have candles. I don't do candles.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
I mean,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
Yeah,
to
sing.
you. Happy birthday, dear Emily. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, many more.
that was a solo by Shirley, yeah. Can you do it again? Sing a solo?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emily.
You know what?
Happy birthday to you.
There you go.
I need a counter. So Todd, you want to serve? I'll be out.
Todd will serve.
Would you mind
He's got a
serving
servant's
these
heart.
pieces? I need to here. That's just too short. They need.
We sell little lanterns that you put candle in. We thought about getting 4.
You know, to have candlelight. I got my frogs and I have my chimenea. But these would have been just to hang.
Oh boy.
It's a tissue box.
Can I smell it?
Let me see the wrapping.
I like that original wrapper.
That's really good.
Just got
What's it say on it, Emily?
What's it say on it?
Emily.
Ah. Now we can't reuse it.
Yeah, that's personalized.
Oh, wow. I like that. Thanks, Todd. It's a CD.
Good. Who is it?
It's
Who?
Vanessa Carlton.
Is she in the Who?
Who?
She plays
Who
her
is she?
songs on the piano.
Oh, okay. Of Just a Closer Walk with Thee. Only it was, what was the beat? What was the tempo?
It was like a blues jazz.
Yeah, Emily had the jazz. It was
pretty cool.
Just a closer walk with thee. It was good.
You can see the blacks going
Uh-huh.
down the street.
I'll bet you people were snapping their fingers and tapping their toes.
They always have an
They
umbrella.
always had the umbrella. They always had a, yeah, it was a big to-do when the New Orleans, when you died in New Orleans. You went out with
Yeah,
the
they
bang.
usually the street.
Uh-huh.
She bought them.
I think it's a rabbit.
Well,
Oh, it's a rabbit. Yeah.
Rabbit under your car.
He does.
I'm not seeing anything yet. I don't think it'll fit me.
No.
That'll look nice with your hair.
Yeah, it's comfy.
Do you like leather?
What kind of leather? Like
Like a dead cow or what? Yeah.
It's too big for her.
like a soft.
Yes.
I'm not
Shamus.
washing my windows with it. And Mom and Dad bought me 2 white sweaters, a nice boat neck,
Oh, that's nice.
buttons at the top,
Oh, that's pretty.
and another white one.
White's the thing, huh?
I just don't have any. And I did some shopping for myself and got 2 pairs of pants and
Just don't get carried away, Speedy.
t-shirts.
They don't ask you that.
Oh, that's a good spot. Oh,
You didn't.
Jim.
I didn't do it. She just fell backwards.
That's it.
And what'd you call this, Dad? Imitation cable knit.
Yeah. Well, was it or is it or?
Well, I don't know. Does it have to be,
Is it stretch, Mike?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like knitted, but
No,
it has a
it
cable
looks
knit
like,
pattern.
yeah, that pattern,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I used
That's
some
nice.
birthday money that I got in the mail
Yeah,
and bought myself some stuff.
I mean, somebody sent you cash money.
I sent her a check.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me.
Bad. We just knew you had this thing for green. I like green
Green tea.
scents and
You like-
stuff. Yeah.
This wasn't it green tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes the green
Because I
tea.
noticed out at Penny's they had a whole set of stuff that said green
Right.
tea.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Elizabeth Arden stuff. I like that.
Got no food.
Pizza man without any pizza.
That's his
How
fault.
are ya?
When's
Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Hey, buddy.
Many tips tonight.
We'll work on that Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning.
So there's our long lost watering trough. Finally at a place of honor. It used to be tucked back in the woods along 453 there at Water Street, the road that leads to Tyrone. And I thought for sure it was going to get lost in the shuffle of highway construction. And now it sits back here just around the corner in a little place they call Schaefersville in Morris Township. And somebody has realized its value and displayed it well here in this nice little park setting. This is on the old 22 going through Schaefersville down to Water Street, and there's the new 22 that goes over top now that they just finished completing there in the last year and a half. Really opened this area up nice nowadays. My guess is I'm standing on the old original 22, or what I've understood to be the Pennsylvania Turnpike. This roadbed right here. And then down here was the old 22 that we all knew it. And then above it is the new 22 that they just completed, which actually goes over both these previous roads. If we turn around on this roadbed, we look on down there towards where the this old Pennsylvania Turnpike, where the watering trough now sits. There we can see it just at the end of this highway. So it's actually just moved probably its location from one point on the Pennsylvania Turnpike to another. That's neat. You can see it sitting right on the edge of the old roadbed. Back in those days, those roads were made strictly towards, according to the contour of the land. They didn't move land, they just laid it the way it was. And there you can see from this angle the old Pennsylvania Turnpike winding around the hillside there, back in that path right there. I'm in Netney, PA, which is in Center County, on Route 64, just at the Clinton County line. And here's an old establishment called Pyatt's Lumber Company. And I'm filming this for Bob and Iris Pyatt from Ohio. I don't know if they had relatives in this area or not. Even says Pyatt on the clock over there. And the clock's running. It's an active clock and it's a proper time. Lumber and millwork. Pyatt Lumber Company. Getting ready for the big tartan of parade of tartans there. Get ready to line up. This is Robert E. Murray from Mount Holly Springs. Sue and Emery.
I told him I was going to bring my baton like 60 years ago.
Fall in there, sir.
Glenn Murray.
Yay!
me to hold this?
Yeah.
Clan McNeil. Clan Tennant.
Oh, look at the dog.
Can I release it now?
Yeah.
Lily Rex, married in July of this year, 2002. And Pedro.
But I paid $20.
To use just the snack. That's why you put vinegar on it instead.
They don't have it.
What kind of a place is this?
Picture somebody can take it.
Maxwell, Clan Maxwell.
Are we going shopping tonight? Your mom's got the hat.
Bye. Off to Lancaster, the Sight and Sound. This is the third day of retirement in the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture. And I don't have any state cars sitting there. I've usually had a state car in front of our house for 35 years. So that's a different feeling. But it's a good feeling. There's our sourwood. It's looked good all this year. A lot of people like this tree. This is our English boxwood that we got from Williamsburg, Virginia, about 4 or 5, maybe 6 years ago now. It was a plant that was rooted from cuttings that was taken from the oldest English boxwood known to be in the United States, at least was brought over from England. And this is the English yew that I got out at Abraham Van Doff's here outside of Martinsburg. Mrs. Van Doff sold it to me. Or actually, I asked her to sell it to me and she gave it to me. What a gorgeous plant. That's my favorite yew. Neat growth habit. And this is the umbrella pine, which is not a true pine. It grows like one. The needles kind of feel rubbery when you feel them. It's a slow growing tree in the early years, but boy, it's really put on growth here in the last few. And this is some of Sue's fall roses this year. They didn't do too bad this year. Kept them watered. And a little clump of northern sea oats grass, ornamental grass, that we have growing here in our light pole. Japanese maple, Coosa dogwood, Alberta spruce, which the mites got a few years ago. This is our red spire Calvary pear. We're there beside our gigantic boxwood. I'm not sure the cultivar of that. And that's our new little flower bed we put this year with our new rose knockouts growing in there. That'll turn out to be good in the future. And behind the flower bed is a rose glow barberry. That's definitely my favorite barberry. Great red color. And to the left of it is the Serbian spruce. We got that as a little seedling years ago when Todd was in 101. Brought it home, put it in a container for a few years. Selected that site and it's doing great. Serbians are great trees, my favorite spruce. And Trudy Buchanan.
Did you really? Did he have it as something? You have to reach out to him. Better believe it.
Okay, never mind. Me, good.
Smaller. These are 90. And that one is what?
Hello. Hi. So overcast. I couldn't tell what it is.
Bunch of dirt, baby.
General Lee and General Kemper.
General Mars, it was he said, if you get shot or lose your head, every mother's son of yous will get a pension. And there is how boys do take my advice till another year or more, when the murdering cannons roar. And I wish I was back home in dear old Erin. All the leg and bundles, head ball, cheap shell, stuck a shell will call. Say as soon as the water gets warm, now get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way, old man Tucker, you're too late to get your summer. Now old man Tucker and I got drunk, he fell in the fire and he kicked up the chalk. The charcoal got inside his shoe. God bless you, honey, how the lash flew. Now get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way. Old man Tucker, get out the way. Old man Tucker, you're too late to get your summer. Down the road for most of stuff, Master makes me work that pump. I pumped so hard I broke that sucker. There'll be work for old man Tucker. Now get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way, old man Tucker. You're too late to get your summer. I went to town to buy some goods, lost myself in a list of woods. Night was dark, I had to suffer. I close to the hill of old man Tucker. Now get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way. Old man Tucker, get out the way. Old man Tucker, you're too late to get your summer. Now get out the way, old man Tucker, get out the way. Old man Tucker, get out the way. Old man Tucker, you're too late to get your summer. Now get out the way. Thank you. I even spotted that these people out there.
Tell us they're going to have a wedding in there today. This evening.
And then it turns around and says, "More introverts around here." So guess what?
Drink on the way, or she has a, hey, but it's, and you have your, 3-7. Anyhow, I know. Fried hamburger and maybe meatballs last night. Have fun. Call tonight. What in the world?
Ah.
Because you kept waking up and looking at me.
Well, see you, Karina.
See you, Connie.
Bye. That's my job to say that to you.
You didn't.
So is it mine. Come.
Yeah, then I.
Come to Daddy.
Dad,
And they're off to Indiana and Wisconsin. They're off.
I'm gonna buy you for Christmas
What? Tell me.
a video camera. I drove that truck myself. Everybody give Uncle Frank a big wave. Hi! Hi! She's hiding, look! Hi! How are you?
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Hey, thank you. And that's still in shop. I used to work in the business shop too, down at 58th Street.
I didn't know if it's like just.
And guess what? We get to the storage shed, right? And we bring out this tractor, and Mike gets it halfway. He's driving it up the ramp, and it ran out of gas.
Oh no.
And we're like, we had to push it up there. It was funny.
he was laughing at Dad. There was a box there. It's a very heavy toy.
So this is my great-great-great-grandfather and Marty's great-great-great and your great-great-great-great. And him and his brother came over here from Ireland. That's my great-great-grandparents. Robert Dinsmore Sr. and his wife Amy Bain. So this is my great-grandparents, Robert Jr. and his wife Margaret Throckmorton, Uncle Bruce called grandmother.
Still with somebody?
My grandparents
She did?
and my parents.
Jacob and Bree, now.
Hi, Jim. Let's do some hockey.
Right.
Charlie. Yourself?
Oh, not near as good as the eye in the sky there.
Who's this guy with you?
He's a little older. He wears glasses.
Yeah.
Like the one holding the camera. But you can't see.
Tell us something we already don't know. That's right. It's all right, Mommy and Daddy. It's all right, me. Oh, that's right. Are you hot?
Watch it, that's my woman.
I wanted to walk that chocolate off.
There, he's got the evidence. You've been
Yeah.
fooling around.
Yeah, he can have any.
It was good seeing you too. We
Yeah,
gotta see each
better.
other.
I know.
Oh, I'm better. I'm better.
Yeah.
Thanks to my good little helper.
Is this the good little helper right over here?
That's right. Give up that job.
All right. You ready to follow Jim? Where is Jim? Bye.
You going,
Bye.
Gran?
You got dog?
Where's your dog?
Dog? Okay, bye-bye.
We might see you in Thanksgiving.
Ooh, that would be good. We'll eat turkey sandwiches together. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't remember which. Margaret. I think it's January. Margaret's up at some secretary next. Yeah, she comes back.
Bye. Wow. A dog with horns.
Over there earlier when
Oh,
the
I
bushes
didn't
were
see it.
rustling.
And now you got a good shot of its butt.
You come from Florida. I can't come from Wheeling.
Uh-huh.
Well.
My grandparents' farm up on the hill, what we call the Dinsmore Crossroads. That's the barn roof up there, and the barn. And the house is behind those trees. Just barely see it from this angle. And this is, I'm standing on the porch of the house that my dad was born in. It went through several family changes. Uncle Thomas and then Aunt Gris and Uncle Helen lived down here. This is up on Nebo Ridge right here. That's the road up there. There goes a car. There. I remember in winter times you'd sure get a heavy snowdrift up there. Sheep in the field. Uncle Gross always had sheep. It's fall 2002 and it's starting to get just starting to get a good color here. Not quite peak yet. Used to be a little machinery shed over there. I always remember the binder. They kept that in there. I think this country's beautiful. These trees down in here are what my grandparents called stone coal. Now the little run that goes down through there is called Stone Coal Run. So that's part of where the name came from, I assume. I remember one of the first years I went hunting, I went down that road and up into these woods. Didn't have any success, but had a good time. There's deer. Here comes some more. Any bucks? That was 68 or 69 when I didn't have any success. Look at the deer today. Now I don't see any bucks. But like the rest of Pennsylvania, this area is probably overrun with deer now. 33, 34 years later. Down around that turn is what they always called the flat field. My memories go back to thrashing down there. Those were good times in my life. I think I have good memories of them. And they put a diversion terrace in here about 40 years ago, and I remember kind of helping work on it. I didn't do much other than help get the ground leveled out after it was already made. Beautiful country. I think Gross and Helen always said this is our garden. Probably Uncle Tom and Aunt Nanny too. This was a new add-on. It's Aunt Helen's kitchen. Real nice kitchen in there. And this is the older part of the house. It's typical T-shape. My dad was born in one of those upstairs rooms, but I don't know which one now. And the guard cat's still there. Interesting what you find. Gotta get going. Get you again. And there it is, the old homestead. It's really in sad repair. Someone stole the bell. Just this few weeks ago. Fall of 2002. And the old poplar tree that somebody let grow up and got rotten and fell over here a few weeks ago. There's where it laid against the house. But up here it put a hole in the roof. And that's a temporary fix for a while. Hopefully it'll get fixed permanently soon. It was Yogi Berra who said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. But there's a decision to make. Do you take Fraction or do you take Spotted Tail? This is Spotted Tail and this is Fraction. Personally, I'd rather go up Fraction and come down Spotted Tail. That way you're always on the upper side of the road against the bank. Now this is the upper end. If I was going the other way, other direction, towards the farm, when I come to the fork in the road, I'd take the right. I'd get down Spotted Tail. I can, because when you get down there in the steep part, you're on the upper side of the road. Personally, I get down Spotted Tail. These people are going down Spotted Tail. I think they live around here. They're close. They gathered some wood. And I just came up, so I came up Fraction, because I was on the upper side of the road. I could look down on Spotted Tail in some places. And apparently, Fraction is the road that takes us all the way on out here to Beeham, too. It's a continuing road. This is Dallas, West Virginia, which is the home territory for my, or area, for my grandparents on my mother's side, the Little family. There's a graveyard at the other end of town where my grandparents are buried, Frank and Grace Little. This is the route we used to come out. This is Stone Church Road that takes you on down in Elm Grove. And we come up here and then catch this road, going out to Beeham where my mother was born, and turn on that Fraction Road and go over down to Majorsville and up to the farm. This is the cemetery where my grandparents are buried, Frank and Grace Little. There. My Aunt Peg is up there too, and probably a lot of other relatives that I gotta learn who they are someday. This is the West Virginia Pennsylvania state line, and so we're just leaving Dallas and going into Pennsylvania in the West Findlay Township. There's the state marker. Beeham Ridge Road, it says on the other side of that marker. Now we're going into the village of Beeham. This area is where my mother was born. Used to be a store there. I think that's kind of obvious. The whole front's still there. And the people that owned that store in 1956 at the West Alexander Fair, which is just over a couple ridges, the fire company or somebody auctioned off a 56 Chevy and they won it. Drive by, that Chevy would be sitting. Now Beeham Ridge Road turns out this way, and that's out that ridge, not very far, is where my mother was born. So we're at this intersection, which is Beeham Ridge Road, which started at the West Virginia line, comes up to here and turns and goes out this way where my mother was born, and it junctions with Fraction Road, which is the way down to Majorsville, where you meet up with Spotted Tail out there at that Y. And then on out this road takes you to West Alexander after you get on a couple other roads. This little house here that's abandoned, when I was a kid we'd drive past there and there was an older elderly man there that lived there. His name was Lester Creighton. And Lester would always be sitting on that little front porch in there. And he'd always wave to you and we'd wave and yell, "Hi, Lester." And he always wore a derby hat. Sitting there on that porch wearing a derby hat. Lester Creighton. This is the home of Richard and Nancy Callajane in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. The Callajanes have been friends of Sue's for years, and Good friends of ours since we've been married. Nice place to have here.
All that stuff. So, look at him video.
This is a Norman Rockwell print that Nancy and Richie have had in their bedroom for some time that I've always liked. These cars in the picture are the mid-50s. I see 55s and 6s I recognize. Older ones than that in the earlier 50s, even some in the 40s there. This is a neat picture. I think that one time they stayed in that inn, the Red Lion Inn or Red Lion. It's actually signed sincerely Norman Rockwell. This town is Stockbridge, Massachusetts. Stockbridge, Massachusetts.
And they have this Norman Rockwell pictures galore and a video showing his life. It is so interesting. We took Stevie in to see that. She told me to go in there. She said, it was so interesting.
Oh, it's like this Naughty Pine room. And their leather furniture. Really comfortable. Now this isn't like a still. I mean, you can move. And you can talk and say,
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Martinsburg. Or,
Oh, you're so funny.
okay.
All righty then.
Okay, we gotta go. We'll see you again.
We do have to go. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
The annual fall duty. We suck up the leaves with this machine and it shreds them and bags them, and then we save that beautiful mulch that it makes for around their plants next year.
Wait, don't start, because I have like one film left. Sorry, Uncle Frank, sorry.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Whoa, guys. Whoa.
Oh, you blew this one out a little
I broke my hand. Did you? I don't even feel it. Okay, let's go. You want that cake? I can't eat anything.
Good thing they're sticky cakes. They won't fall out of the pan.
You want nuts?
No nuts.
3 no nuts it should be.
I can't feel it. Don't run around. I can't feel it. Sir, anybody bring your cup?
Just do this.
Anybody bring their cup?
This is a no-nut. Teeny no-nut.
Okay, now listen to me. What
Will you take this up to Pat? Walk slowly, Pat. That's for Pat.
I need some more. I need some more to
You're a good boy.
Rachel, I need whipped cream. On the side.
Thank you.
Atta girl. Oh, yeah. You're working on your nut. She's nutless. Mike is no nuts.
Mike has
No, I'm
Mike ain't.
Hey, you want to come with me?
Do you have an Uncle Charlie? Do you give this to Uncle Frank? That's your Uncle Charlie. Who's your Uncle Charlie? Here, honey, I'd like to.
I like to.
You would like on the side on
One baby, one baby.
The man who has everything.
Oh, I didn't know you were listening to me.
Rachel and Scott.
Look at his eyes.
Rachel and Scott have their Christmas list like downloaded on the computer. So their brother Tim called up from Texas. Said, oh, what do they know? She says, wait, they have it on the computer. Let me go see.
Email it to you.
It's nice. Tim and Ellen are going to be able to come up with them.
Your birthday. Party in 2 o'clock.
Birthday in Texas.
I'll be in the barn by now. Look at that. Marry her. Rachel. Rachel. Yeah,
Is that the type of camera that has the fold-out thing? Like,
There you go. Camel floated again.
Oh, just
Mike didn't show out.
a hand warmer.
He helped.
I need that. Watch the paper. Not
And
this
there's a
one.
pocket. You snap those meal warmers, Dad, and there's a pocket inside. And you put the meal warmers in. So you figured when you're down shooting, you need to put your instant fanny pack so it goes around your belly. And you stick your foot, it goes around your belly.
That sounds like a pretty cool thing.
And then you put your hands in there, then take your hands out and shoot your hands out. Shoot at anything that moves.
By the time he figures out how to get his hands out of the wrong box.
It's like, such as Chinese finger traps. Like,
That's a real hot dog.
That is.
Now, hot mustard dipping sauce, what are they thinking?
Is that one? You put that in the ham warmer to cook it.
what are you gonna get? A hot dog bun big enough to fit that. You can like bake it yourself.
You made it get over. Party all night. Party all night. Uh-oh. The guest Pacific and Dunham. Oh. What do we need?
Well, if you don't know, I'm sure we could all help.
Where do you buy your supplies?
I get them where if I know he has them, I go get them.
You get some where they're cheap at. I'll let the
made by hand, though.
open the door to get out. Eat them. Went to the bathroom. Right up the car.
One to go.
Driver's seat to put his paws on the steering wheel.
Rachel.
Time to go. Is that what you said?
I'm surprised he hasn't tried to change that.
Jason. Tonight we got a box. Heater box. Boy, I'm going to stay warm now.
We must be concerned that you're cold.
Cold and hungry.
I know he's warm and not starved.
I know where this will end up at.
I'm always hot.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, let's see him get it over. Don't face me.
Oh, look at these dose of curds. Creamy mints, yeah. Yeah, those are the ones that just dissolve in your mouth.
Now you have to be sure to bring those curds.
I wish somebody would have blown the strawberry.
Rattle, you know, the hot will be.
Yes, I know. Had to go to the Poconos to get them for you. We had to go. There's pretzel alphabet. You gotta spell your name before you eat them. Pretzel balls.
We are so glad you're here.
See, we're all worried about them being hungry.
Yeah, I never seen him.
He'll be hungry before him.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Used to be right across the street.
We found it at Sharpsburg.
Maryland.
Get out of town.
Hey, murder! Hey, murder steak!
Yeah, I know what to get him next year, Charlie. Give him one bottle.
General Lee sold that to us.
Gerald Lee.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Gerald Custer.
Look at all the cool bubbles in that. Isn't that cool?
Gerald Custer got killed by a cow.
General Custer.
Yeah, he got sat on by a cow. Did you know that? Cow.
She's on the toilet.
People are trying to eat. Not so much anymore. Oh, honey, let's go out for a nice Friday evening dinner like the kids. We know there'll be 12 other
Yeah, but it's Saturday.
Oh, is it Saturday? Is it? I didn't say it's Saturday already. Are you sure?
Now they go to the
I haven't come down since last Saturday when Emily was doing it. There's still a few more. Probably get a big coal out of them today. Hey Max, you helping Todd? You helping Todd, buddy? What are you doing up there, Santa? Cleaning the chimney. Santa Claus. Yeah. Yeah, you're in disguise there. Stanley Ormsby. Stanley's got a little platform up there that he just leaves there all the time, and he stands on that, and that keeps him level while he's cleaning his chimney out. Pretty agile for an old man. There's his wood supply for this winter. Here's something that we haven't seen around our house for a while. Actually using our garage for a garage. Finally got it cleaned out, and we're going to be parking our car in here. Right now we're working on Todd's van in here. Doing a little maintenance work. So it's nice to be able to put a vehicle inside and be out of the wind, and if it rains and so forth. This is the property, or this is the house. It was on Spring Street. But the church bought the property and moved the house out here to Hoover Drive. They added this carport on it, which was just a screened-in porch over there, I believe. Anybody home?
Just me. Not enough room for my furniture.
Hi, hon. We're here for Trading Spaces.
Good. Just don't let them near the kitchen.
Okay. Frank's coming.
Wow.
Frank will fix it for you. Couple doors, but only one open, right, huh?
Right, hon?
Frank Schaefer built these cabinets. This is the front entrance. Coat closet at the door. Hallway going back to the bedrooms. This is that front entrance again. This bedroom has kind of a long look. Not narrow really, but it's long and narrow look. Double closet. All the closets have lights in them. There's a car wash over there. Now this room around the corner, we have the bathroom. Closet back out here in the hall. And the other bedroom. This is more of a square look. Double closet. Outside this one is a rear entrance to the basement, the outside entrance. Where the propane tank's going to hook up. Outside the bathroom here, right into the hall, and there's a kitchen across there. That's in it. This is the door to the basement. This is an area where Sue thinks would make a nice office. There's the furnace. Hot water tank. And she thinks this would be a good bedroom area here. Well, there's a commode cup. You could probably put a shower stall in there somewhere. There's your electrical box. This is where the water comes in. Over here's where the propane tank line comes in and hooks up and runs over to the furnace. And hot water here. Well, there's where you'd have your washer and dryer. There's an office space area. And a bedroom space area. And there's a door, the outside door to the, from the basement to the outside. There's a sink area right there. Bathroom in there. And here's where the refrigerator goes. Now here's the stove area, electric. Lost. Okay, babe, let's go home.
Let's.
This 1984 Dodge Caravan now has 210,000 and some odd miles on it. It's 19 years old, and it's now owned and operated by Todd Dinsmore, who's 20 years old. So he's only a year older than it. Well, these are just about off now. I suppose it'll get colder here the next week, Thanksgiving week. And we'll probably have cold through the end of December and Christmas and the rest of it. I'm going to try to get the Christmas lights on this Alberta spruce today. '84 Dodge Caravan. 210, probably close to 211,000 on now. Still running pretty good. Alex, the neighbor cat, going to check the van out.
Any day, suddenly call away. Don't stay behind or come along. Yes, we'll be leaving just then.
26 years of our history. And we've commissioned the churches to write personal cards to you, individual notes of encouragement. We thought this would be a neat way to honor you a different way. So we're not going to, I get in trouble every year when we have the kids come up and make a big thing. And if you weren't able to send your card or get it to us, you're welcome to send it to the camp. But I think it'd be appropriate to give a big round of applause for 25 years.
folks. I wish I had the energy I had when I first. I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead.
I would just like to say, I thank you so much because you don't know the blessing you guys have all been in our life the last 25 years. It's been such fun working at camping. I'm sure it's had its moments when there was red water or all kinds of things to happen. But you know, when I look over the last quarter of a century, that makes me feel really old. And when I think of that, though, and how much fun it's been to get to know all of you and just how supportive you've been of our family, we just appreciate that so much. And I just know many of you have prayed and given and just come over and worked, and we just really thank you because Camp Manawagon couldn't operate without all of you. So thank you.
Well, we have to get the Pike and the Johnstown folks home before the snow.
This is Emily's 92 Chevy Euro. Still running pretty good for her. Maybe someday I'll get my 66 Ford Galaxy 500 fixed up and on the road. Keyword meaning maybe.
Whoops.
Scoot your chair in.
Hi, Josh.
Where's the Kit Kat?
Say hi, Martinsburg. Hey.
You say hi, Mr. Dinsmore.
Hi.
What was the best part about staying at Mr. and Mrs. Dinsmore's house today? Sleeping? Is that the best part? So you know what? Look, we'll have to come back in the summertime and visit, and we'll do some of the things that Mr. Dinsmore said's fun to do.
Yeah, we can go to Gettysburg.
Gettysburg and stuff. Wouldn't that be fun?
Hi, Abby.
Can you wave? Say hi.
Do you prefer Abby or Abigail?
Whatever. Crabby, Abby, Scabby.
Crabby Abby.
Sissy. She gets called Susie. Be careful.
Oops, right in the nose.
It's all right. Don't touch her. She's all right. Okay, what else do you
Oh, Papa.
Picture you and Dog Dog.
We made a very large investment in the Dog company. She bought like 10.
All right, Joshy, say bye-bye.
Bye, Josh.
Thanks a million.
Come back again.
Okay, we will come back in the summer.
Great.
Now 160.
Bye. This is it. What is that, Liz?